I didn't give myself that name. It was Malik. Malik, he gave me that name after he saw me out picking up girls and and dancing. So he's like, man, that guy's Killer Matt. Jeez, in the context of this whole thing, I do a lot of stuff. I'm just when I'm talking with Ken Bradley, man, I just get so hyped up about the things I'm interested in, and I'm like, why aren't we doing this? And I just go and do it. Like, say, start up a fashion clothing brand and start selling stuff, or producing music, or all kinds of shit. Album art covers, music videos, like whatever. Like, I feel like if I want to do it, I can, So I'm actually I'm gonna start taking classes and learn guitar and learn about music theory and really start producing music. And hopefully I can be like another producer for American Rap Krew. That's the goal. So we were in the Navy together. First time I met this dude, it was like, I think it was in the chow hall, or it was in the what we call the wardroom. It was in the wardroom, and we had sit down, and there was some kind of discussion about hip hop, and I started reciting T.I. so I was like, oh, what do you know about T.I.? I'm like, I love trap music. I love Southern trap music. I grew up in Pensacola. So he's like, cool. And then we started staying and watching the bridge, and I would just rap different stuff, just like all the way through. And I basically taught this guy how to drive a ship. So that was like, became good friends after that. After he's being a Mark Buster, trying to be like, oh, I can't learn how to do a windwheel or do math. I'm like, shut up. Oh, he's so annoying. Like, talk about
I agree.
Oh my goodness. Talk about the most extra person possible, and then ratchet that up a few notches. Like, the most extra person you have on your roster, make that a little bit more extra. That's him. Right? That's him. He's got on loafers and high cut shorts right now. And then white shirt. And a gold chain. Oh my god, I can't stand him. Oh, yeah, he's just a swaggy dude. Got the sauce, man. I guess I have taste. So I've been listening to rap for a while, and I got way back into it. And I'm more of like I want to find things that are funky and identify with things that are funky. And I saw that in rap, and then I traced it back to funk, and then the funk precursors like Afro-Cuban jazz and Afro-Latina jazz and bossa nova. So all that stuff is under what I try to bring to the table, as in like, syncopate that, try to walk that bass line, or just like aesthetically, what I think is cool is normally pretty cool in general, So yeah, I bring that different perspective, and so I kind of like pick and choose songs from different things. If I hear something and it's like I hear it and I'm like I can catch that funky, that vibe from it. Like it's real. It has a real vibe, like a consistent vibe. Like not all albums are consistent. Not all releases are consistent. Not all songs are consistent internally. So whenever I see something that has a vibe, so I've been listening to a band called Unknown. What is it? Unknown something. UMO, Unknown Music Orchestra, something like that. Unknown Monster Orchestra. I can't remember the names.
I don't fucking know, though.
I don't know. I'm looking at you, man. Pick up my phone and check. Yeah. But I also listen to like Yao Gilberto, like good bossa nova performer, all regularly. Black Thought, his new album, Streams of Thought, 215, all that stuff. I've almost memorized that whole song. I've been listening to so much. That man can spit. The thing with him is that he lyrically and the way he raps is so fluid and it can change. He has a breadth of experience and knowledge that he can change up the flow and rap. So what sets him apart is that he's trying to give you a vibe. He's like, we're gonna make an album about being a casual savage in the summer. You know, this is gonna be a summer joint, and it's gonna be all about that. You know, and it comes across. So I don't see that a lot in rappers these days. You know, there's always like, yo, money, bitches. You know, I got 12-car garage. Yeah, you know, like nobody gives a shit.
The
so,
usual, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
How do I feel? It hits me as something you can enjoy in the summer. Like you're chilling with your girl, or you know, you're just by yourself, and you know you feel like you need to do something, right? You need to go out with friends. You need to have something to do. It's like it's summer, you know.
Who am I? I'm DJ Stats from Richmond, Virginia. I'm the calm amongst the storm, which is Valmore Gold and American Rap Krew. What else? I don't know, man. Just a brother that loves hip hop. More so like boom bap sound. When I hear that, it's like I get this energy, and I just try to control vibes when I have parties. So that's me. It started in 2012 when I met KB, also known as Valmore Gold. We were stationed at the same spot. We were stationed together, and here in San Diego. And he saw me walking around my command, and I saw him. I was like, "Oh shit, my brother," you know.
Yeah.
And because I'm a meteorologist, right? Not too many brothers around there. So I saw him. We instantly kind of gravitated towards each other. We used to talk about everything under the sun, and then he told me that he was an MC. So I was like, "Word," you know, because he heard me listening to music and stuff in my office. So I was like, you know, because everybody in the
everybody listening.
Yeah, I'm an MC, I'm a DJ, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So both of us kind of was filling each other out. So then he started spitting, because I was listening to first track here. It was Mobb Deep Shook One.
Okay.
And he just started going in. I was like, okay, you know what I mean? And you know,
made you take a step back.
Yeah. Because I'll put it like this. At that time, 2012, I hated hip hop. I was on some like Nas, hip hop is dead, you know. The young heads, man, I felt that they didn't respect the integrity of the music. You know what I'm saying? They didn't maintain the integrity of the music. I felt at that time frame. You had guys like right now, Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert, what's that boy from Brooklyn or the Bronx? Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually did an interview and was like, I don't take this seriously. So why are we paying you? You know what I mean?
Right.
This is a culture. This is something that I lived since 1977. You know what I mean? So when I see young artists, you know, who don't take this culture seriously, I get offended. So yeah, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, like guys like that, man, it really put a sour taste in my mouth. So when KB was telling me that he was an MC and he let me hear some of his music, I was like, wow, okay. And we actually got together and he did this song called 24K. And when I heard the track and I heard his lyrics, I damn near fell in love with hip hop again. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so between him and like one of my homies from back home, this cat named Illa Styles, it's like those two brought me back into listening to hip hop heavy. DJing is a craft that a DJ should be trying to perfect. When you have these microwave DJs, like I call it, they'll go get a controller, go borrow all the library or all the tracks from their friend, you know, their best friend's library or something like that. They'll go on iTunes or whatever and just download a shitload of songs and be like, okay, I'm a DJ. And they'll go downtown and actually get a gig. But then the party is stale. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's just standing around. The scene there, everybody on their phone. So they're not really listening to the music anyway. You know what I mean? So, you know, these guys, they don't know how to backspin. They don't know how to effectively transition from song to song, creating a vibe.
Right.
You know, all they do is yell on the mic, smile, play the next song.
Hit the horn.
Burn, 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 burn.
Yeah,
play
I
the
hate
next
that.
song.
I hate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I see that, I'm like, dog, this is an art, and y'all not taking it seriously. You know what I mean? They chasing the paper, but in actuality, they really don't get paper. You know, because the promoters out here, they give you $50, or they'll tell you they have this thing called pay for play,
Right.
where they give you like 10 to 50 tickets. Be like, sell these tickets, and then you can play at the spot. You know what I mean? So, but I'm like, you the promoter though. You supposed to bring the people, not necessarily I do. I was like, but regardless if I spend or not, I'm gonna bring the people. You know what I mean? So whoever's there, let's get the party going. But you know, you got a lot of people that's instant famous out here. They think they got a big following, whatever. But you know, as long as I stay true to the art, and you know, I gravitate around guys that love hip hop, I keep doing it. You know what I mean? You should not have asked me that. So Valmore Gold as a quirky guy. Off top, he looks like Beaker. No, I'm just joking. No.
He's different.
Yeah, he
He's
is
very
different.
different.
He is a different dude. That's my dude, right? Me and him will roast each other all day long, right? But I get on him the most because he wears Supras. You know what I mean?
I used to wear those too when I skateboarded.
Really.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the thing is, he's 6'7". So when I see a 6'7" guy in some Supras, I'm just like,
What are you
yo,
doing?
yeah, you know what I mean? But I'm always saying, what are those? You know what I mean? To him.
Like his loafers?
Yeah.
Do you agree with those?
They
They
decent.
alright.
Yeah, they alright. I rock loafers. I rock hard bottoms. I love hard bottoms. My favorite shoe is Salvatore Ferragamo or Meslins. I'm that type of guy. But those, I don't know. Yeah, but that's my man, 50 grand. Go back for it. It seemed like we've known each other a lot longer than we have. Yeah. Killer Matt said, Streams of Thought by Black Thought and Ninth Wonder. What else am I listening to? A lot of the underground stuff like Pusha T's album. What else?
Do we have time to talk about
Nori.
the Drake Pusha T beef?
Woo, yeah. Nori's new joint 5E is a banger. A lot of people won't play that in the clubs, but I will. What else? I actually like the Carter's album, man. Like Jay and Beyonce are dope together.
Put together,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. I love this shit.
I see forever when I'm with you, but you can't see that because of mistakes. I thought we was through. We suffer consequences, decisions we make enough. Dealing with fakes, we chasing waterfalls, too good for them lakes. I only listen to certain songs, provoking a different me. Told God I will right my wrongs. Song of transparency, I hope it won't be too long. I'm no longer the enemy, I can be more than average. Casual savage that causes pain. Self-inflicted by my outlasted short days and long nights. Equal fast years, it's time flight. And if time's right, I'll be sure my mind's right. Sharp vision through hindsight. In love and war, we all fight. I'm Bobby Brown mixed with thug life. And every step that I take, with every move that I make, I'm trying to relate, but I can't relate. I couldn't relate. I couldn't relate. I couldn't relate. Yeah, I'll be sure, but I couldn't relate. Let it breathe.
I didn't want to be here. I didn't feel like being on camera. My name is Derek Chambers. I do all the video work and the photography for my brother. He's making me do this. So is there anything else you guys need? Nah? Alright. I'm gonna be serious, you know, I'm never really on camera, so this is something my brother wanted me to do. Like, we fought tooth and nail about this. Like, I was like, bro, I don't really feel like being on camera. You know I live behind the camera. I don't wanna do this. But he was like, I need you to do it. It's gonna go with the continuity of the video. People need to know who you are. Blase, 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 blase. So, I'm right here talking about myself. Whatever. That's a good question on who Derek Chambers is. As far as a creative man, I'm all over the place. Honestly, like I do so many things. Like, from, you know, producing music to video editing, photography, cinematography, writing scripts, producing a TV show. Like, I have my hands full in so many things. You know, I'm just all over the place. So I'm just like I feel the best when I'm creating, and that's just who I am at heart. But, you know, we came up with the, you know, American rap crew and Rebel City when I moved here in 2013, and that's how everything just really started. He was back and forth from Seattle to San Diego a lot, so it was really hard for us to really work together and, you know, come up with a set plan on how we're doing things. But as far as who Derek is in the group, I'm just really pretty much the media guy, and that's just where I fall in line at, and that's where I'm most comfortable. Man, how did I get into photography and videography? Man, that's a good question too. Like, I was already a creative, so I can draw and I can paint, and it was just really easy for me to really get into photography or videography, because it was just something else that I could express myself through. Like, my brother, he's really, really good with words. Like, I mean, he's already creative all the way around, but he can really express what he feels and what he thinks through words, and that's just something I completely lack. Like, I can express myself the best through my art, through my videography, through my photographies, because, you know, I can paint a picture of moods and emotions and things like that. When it comes to getting things out of my head, it's a lot easier through something visual than something that I can say. I don't know, I'm just weird like that. I don't know. I never was able to just communicate like that. Verbally communicating, nah, bruh. But visually, that's where I shine at the most. My brother being quirky, I don't notice it. Like, we grew up together, so everything that my brother does is like hella normal to me. So, I mean, people find him weird sometimes, and I don't, because it's just, you know, I grew up with it. So, as far as, you know, him being, he's always being funny, he's always cracking jokes. He can be serious when he wants to, but the majority of the time, we're always just having fun, and you know, him just being him. Like, I don't really find it, you know, his style is weird to me, but it goes. Like, you know, I mean, I'm light skinned, so I gotta dress a particular way. Like, he can get away with that. Like, I can't. So, you know, I gotta match from head to toe. But with him, he could just pretty much do what he wants, and it just comes off right. Nah, I don't understand it, but whatever. As far as my brother as an MC, I think he's dope. Like, I'm gonna tell the truth though. When he sent me the album, I was like, like, I really, like, cause it was different to me. Like, it wasn't something that I was used to. So when he sent it to me, I was just like, I wasn't feeling it at first. You know, but then he was like, hey, I need you to produce some beats for me. And I was like, all right, I got you. So, you know, I got like 3 songs in there I produced, but I'm not gonna tell you them because I'm behind the scenes, so you guys can figure it out. Or he can tell you which songs that I did or I produced for, but I'm not gonna tell you because it's, you know, it's not me. You know, I'd rather just stay behind the scenes. But just lyrically, I mean, it was lyrically on point, but it was just different to me. The vibe was different, so I was just like, whatever. But now that I've listened to it a lot and listened to it over and over and over again, you know, there's a few songs in there I like. Like Let's Chill and I Be Sure is my favorite songs off the album. So, you know, it was, I think kind of he knew I didn't like it. He knew I didn't like it, but I didn't say anything. But I guess he got the vibe off of it, and I hope he's not mad. But you know, it had to grow on me because I didn't like it in the beginning. Like, I was just like, man, whatever, you know. But I mean, it's a dope album now that you listen to it. Like, you really gotta listen to it, and you gotta get the feel for it. You gotta really listen to it, and then once you listen to it, you be like, okay, this is fire now. Like, I like it now, but I didn't in the beginning. You know, I didn't actually. I mean, he didn't know. He didn't know, and he doesn't know until now. Like, I didn't listen to it for a long time. And but now it's dope, and I really enjoy shooting, you know, the videos to it, which you guys will see when we release this.
Above all, he's a tool. He's type annoying in almost every way possible. Very aggressive. I changed my rap name from Live Martyr to Valmore Gold because Valmore's my middle name, and when people think of gold, it's like, oh yeah, gold, like like that's not it.
Right.
Like, gold has to go through a purifying process, and so I feel like through my music, I'm giving you the purest form of myself. Exactly. I do kind of feel majestic in this month. Like, when I walk places, I probably act a little more regal than I should. But I do think I warrant that type of respect from most people. I think most people are peasants, honestly. Self-love. That's a moped gang out there. Self-love.
Self-love, that's a really big thing nowadays.
It is. You gotta find out, like, how to love yourself. Like, growing up the way I grew up, like, people wasn't showing a lot of love. So there was a defining moment where I looked at myself and was like, I have to love myself. Like, I have to like whatever it is about myself.
Right.
That grew into cockiness, arrogance, whatever else you want to call it. But I really don't care what anybody thinks about me. I am okay head to toe with who I am. I don't think there's too much of a difference. You know what I would say the biggest thing is me as a person. I think I'm typically a lot more dark and quiet than people think. Like, when I'm out and I'm like vibing, like but like in my heart, I'm really like chill and very introspective and very dark and cynical. Well, I think Valmore Gold provides this aspect and this opportunity for me to present the world differently and also see the world differently, you know what I'm saying, through my music. So even with like Casual Savage, when I did that, like, there's some very internal, intimate, and personal rhymes in there. But I also want to create this whole vibe that made people feel good, even if I'm not feeling good. You kind of see what I'm saying? Because a lot of my artistry comes and is triggered from trauma. You know what I mean? So that happens, but I have to put something out there. And I have to exist within this realm. And that realm of me feeling good, I want to create a vibe that would ultimately help me feel good. And so hopefully that would do something for somebody else. I am a complete vibe. I'm like, people like, it's funny, like I'm working with this young MC named Basquiat, and everybody want to talk about how they the wave. Like, I'm the ocean. That's what I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, y'all can waves. Waves come, they go, they get big, they dissipate, temporary, but I'm the ocean. So if you're catching a wave, you're catching a wave on my body. That's the way I feel. What draws my inspiration to control the crowd, like, or in those moments? I try to think of myself as a fan. So while I'm actually making music, I think about moments that I will create on stage and rocking the mic. And I say, if I was sitting there as a fan, what would I want to see? It burns my soul to no end to go hear MCs perform and see them rap over their own vocals and be really lazy in delivery. Like, you didn't put that together. Like, I'm down with like hours and hours of garage work and like stage presence. And when I'm creating the music, I'm creating it to create moments when I perform. And I want to leave people with something. So it's a craft. It's a craft all the way around. So that inspires me. The fan inspires me because I too am a fan of this. And I don't want to be lazy because I don't like going places and seeing people's lazy efforts being thrown my way. Right now, a lot of Wolfpack, Minahan Street Band, Frank Ocean. I listen to a lot of R&B, a lot of jazz. I'm stuck in the 90s. So am I. 90s R&B, Aaliyah. I play Aaliyah like almost every day. But a lot of bands, a lot of music. And more than that, it's like a 50-50 balance. If I'm not listening to that, I'm listening to stand-up comedy. I think now the fact that, I mean, there's a lot of talented people out there, right? I look at my art like anybody else's art. Like if you walk in an art gallery and you have different paintings up there, different pieces. You can have mosaics, you can have, Van Gogh with his wavy art. I think it's just dependent upon that particular person. So I don't think you should take my canvas off the wall over another artist. It's about what's gonna fit your feng shui, what's gonna fit your vibe. When you get to the crib and hang that up, what's gonna fit? What's gonna fit when you jump in your car and it's time to listen to something? Like, am I gonna fit a mood? Am I gonna provide something? So when I say there's the things that I'm gonna provide, like diversity. Like I'm a 38-year-old MC. Like I grew up in the 90s in the golden era, so I can bring you backpack rap, conscious rap. I can rap and it sound like I'm the 10th diagram of Wu-Tang Clan, but I can also take you down like I'm rapping with Outkast, but I can also take you out west, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm rapping with Dog Pound, but then I can flip it and act like I'm rapping with J. Cole, but then I can even get on some mumble rap and rap like Migos in them because it's a craft and you have to learn how to master this craft, just the art of delivery of words. So within a span of a project, you might get all of that, you might not. So I think just me being progressive as an artist and not painting one specific type of painting all the time. Artists paint different pictures and they have different inspirations. So that's what I want to bring when I deliver a project. Mos Def, because he's one of the few MCs and artists that when I listen to him do what he does, I don't feel like I can do what he does. Black Thought's another, but artist-wise, performing with, Mos Def. Working with also, Kanye. If he decides to throw the hat down and like come back, that's that. So Prince, Mike was a dope pop star and his performance was amazing, right? But we all know that he didn't write all of his songs. Right. Prince not only wrote and produced all of his songs, in a lot of his projects, he played every instrument. So he was married to the music on a whole completely different level. Not only that, I feel like he really destroyed what masculinity is supposed to look like, masculinity.
With the boots, right?
Not only that, like he performed at the Super Bowl in like a velvet onesie joint with 6-inch heels in a rain with his hair whipped better than your girls, but would leave the joint with all the baddest chicks. He was so, it was more of, I am very comfortable with who I am. Right. I don't care about y'all or what you think. I'm me, and also look at these 20 I got behind me. And I can leave with yours. With heels on better than theirs. Like, that level of self-awareness and okayness with self is just something that inspired me more than Mike. Mike was dope, but Prince was just a whole complete thing. And so that's why I like Prince more.
Yeah.
between my last blinking faded summers. And my eyes opening in the morning, my soul yawning in the place where we exist mutually, exclusively. When you do things to me that I desire, water coexisting with fire. Sacrificial love, it takes you higher. Where every touch is intentional. We don't practice love conventional. Between last night and today, let's chill. In the time where we find what's mine is yours, what's yours is shine. We froze the time, exposed the mind, our souls combine. This is undefined, no prototype. I ain't with the typical narrative, proud solo hype. I can be your brother, they Dolomite. Show you right, you know you right. When your soulmate, make your soul quake. Got you showing all 32, that's a cold gate. This the kind of love that we read about, dream about. My ultralight beam is out, the devil feed us doubt. Sometimes we gotta scream and shout, it's what it's all about. Let's chill. The new Riley Teddy, looking for my Shabazz Betty. I be the whispers up on they rock steady. We in the groove, don't move, we in the groove. So choose my rhythm and blues, it got me on chill. We in the groove, don't move, we in the groove. We choose my rhythm and blues, it got me on chill. So if we lose, that's you, you in the wrong, me too. This soul music got me so ill, so let's chill. Shout out to Intellect. This has been a Valmore Gold product. Fellas, go grab your ladies and whisper something nasty in her ear. You're welcome.